All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Today we're going to be working on this Ford Explorer. It's a little bit of an older one. It actually belongs to one of the guys that works at one of the dealerships that I work with. He just picked this up. I don't know if it was a trade-in or if they got it at auction, but he picked it up for cheap and just wants to get it cleaned up. The main issue on it is that the door panels on the driver and passenger fronts are bleached out. It's a common problem with these older Ford Explorers, so we're gonna have to clean that up and possibly re-dye that for him. Outside of that, we're gonna just do a complete interior detail and get this thing looking good for him. Yeah, so we're gonna give you some all-around shots of the vehicle right now just so you can see everything. But please, as always, please make sure to like and subscribe to the video and turn on that notification bell also, so you don't miss any new videos coming up. Thanks so much, guys. We appreciate you. Also, just a side note, once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we are going to be doing a $100 Visa gift card giveaway. In order to be entered to win that gift card, just make sure you like and comment on all of our videos, and we will choose a winner. The person that is the most consistent through is going to be the winner on that. So stay tuned for that, and we will see you guys soon. Stay tuned. Check out this car. Alright, so as always, we get started off by removing the carpets, floor mats, especially on this car. Those floor mats were a few pounds heavier than they should be, just full of sand. Again, we're here in San Diego, so they were full of sand. So I put those to the side until I can get to them a little bit later. Go ahead and pull out all the plastic pieces that we are able to remove so we can clean behind them and also clean those really well. And here we are, just continuing with removing all the mats and then finally getting started with our vacuum. And with this car, I did not remove the seats, so I'm just taking my time vacuuming, making sure I get it into every nook and cranny and under the back seats as well. So with these older Fords, you're actually able to remove the plastic piece that's right on the edge of the door. And I always do that just because it makes it a little bit easier to vacuum and also gives me some more room when I'm using the extractor later on to clean out the carpets. So now onto the back, remove the cover that's for the rear there, and go ahead and vacuum out every spot that we can, moving out the rear cover of the trunk area and getting under everything we can. Alright, so now we go into getting ready to extract the carpets and shampoo them. So we're spraying our shampoo using our pump sprayer to saturate the area. I also get the tracks of the seats, and using my boar's hair brush, I go through and agitate all those areas with the boar's hair brush, and then I come back in with my drill brush and agitate the carpets before extracting it out. And so I'm just making as many passes as it takes to remove all of the shampoo out of the carpets. So with the extractor, we're using just the Bissell Spot Clean Pro, and this thing is the best bang for your buck when you're considering an at-home use. We use it on a professional level as well, but yeah, it's just an absolutely incredible machine and does a really great job for only about 150 bucks. With that said, if you guys want any of these products that we use, everything will be listed in the description down below with links right to them on Amazon. The drill brush is a really great tool. You can actually just use the carpet shampoo and a drill brush to get a lot of the stains out and then just mop it up with a towel. I always recommend using the extractor because then you're pulling all of the shampoo back out of the carpets and also lifting all the dirt out. And as you will see in a second here, all of the dirt that comes out in the reclamation tank of the extractor, it's pretty disgusting, all the dirt that's in carpets of your car. Even if they don't look like they're that bad, you're still able to get a ton of dirt out of them. So now I'm doing the mats. The two fronts, like I said, were really heavy, full of sand. So I'm just shampooing them here, agitating with my drill brush, and then I'm just gonna spray them out and use the pressure of the hose to try and blast out all the sand and everything. And then once it's all rinsed out, I'll go over it with my extractor just to pull out some of the water, and then I'll just leave them outside to dry. And here you are, guys. You can actually see the little Bissell Spot Clean Pro in action. You can see it sucking all that water and all the dirt going into the reclamation tank there. Like I said, it's just a really great little tool. It's really nice to have in your arsenal, and it's great to use around the house as well. Now for the two back carpet mats that were in the rear of the vehicle. They weren't nearly as bad as the fronts, so I'm just going to go ahead and agitate them as usual and extract them out. All right, and now, so moving on to the cargo mat area that goes in the back of the vehicle. It just had a lot of embedded dirt in it, so I just sprayed it down with my all-purpose cleaner and got after it with the drill brush to agitate everything and get it all loose. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and rinse it off afterwards, and again, leave it outside to dry. Now, going back into the interior, these are a vinyl seat. So I'm using my all-purpose cleaner diluted down 4:1, spraying it on the seat and just mopping it up with a microfiber towel. One thing when you're using a product on their seats, you want to make sure that you do not let the product dry on the seat. If you do, you can get some spotting from it. So you just want to make sure it's always wet and you mop it up before it dries up. So for the front seats, they were much dirtier than the backs were. So I used a foaming sprayer with my all-purpose cleaner and my drill brush, and I didn't get the result that I really wanted. So now I'm going back over it with a magic eraser, and as you can see, the results are much better. You can see the vinyl really starting to lighten up. And now here's a little close up. You can see all the dirt really getting pulled out using that magic eraser. Now using my foaming sprayer again, just spraying on some all-purpose cleaner onto the doors and working them in with my boar's hair brush. Again, I like the foaming action. It helps to lift out the dirt. And then I go ahead and wipe it all up with my microfiber towel. As you can see right along the top there, that's the area that is bleached out. I thought that it was actually coming up when I was cleaning it. So I did a couple passes on it, but it was still bleached out. So we're gonna go ahead and repair that, re-dye that area for the customer. Now for other plastic pieces on the inside, we use a really good product that is a protectant along with a cleaner in it. So it kind of makes our job a little bit easier, has a great UV protection properties in it, and it does a great job cleaning up things that aren't too bad. If they're bad, I'll go over it with the all-purpose cleaner first, and then I'll follow up with it with this product to protect everything. And as you can see there, really bleached out along the top. And then here's another area that we're gonna repair. Right on the seat bolster, the foam is really compromised. So I don't know how well this is gonna hold because every time you sit down on it, it's gonna compress. But we'll see what we can do. First things first, we're gonna go ahead and try and find the color that we need for this panel. And it looks like the door panel and the seat are two separate colors. So we're gonna start with the door panel, get these all repaired, and then we'll move on to the seat. So we've got our swatch ring here. Got all of our grays here, so I'm just gonna filter through and find the color that I need. So here I matched my color, and then I'm using the sponge method to sponge the color on. This actually works super, super well. You just go ahead and sponge on the color to every spot that you need it. You can either let the sun dry it out, or you can use a hair dryer, and it blends in perfectly and does a fantastic job repairing the area. Now for this one, it's a little bit different. I'm using a specialty compound to fill in the damaged areas. And then I'll come over it with a little heat torch. It's a heat repair compound. So you put a little heat on it and it hardens up. You see it smoking there, it's just hardening up. Now I'm gonna do the bottom area as well until all the damaged area is filled in. Now I'm just using a little graining pad to push the whole repair down to make sure that it's holding well. Now I'm doing one big swipe of compound and putting in my repair patch. This is just gonna help hold everything together since it's in a really high impact zone. I want that to be there just as a little backup so that the repair holds better. And basically what you do is you put compound down, lay down the patch, put compound down over the top of that, and create a little sandwich with it. And it creates a really, really strong repair. Now that I have all that sitting to where I like it, I mix my color and I spray it on, and then use a little hair dryer to dry that out. And there we have it, guys. Here's the final result. I left I always do that. I always leave the carpets in the back just because I extracted the entire vehicle. There's a little bit of dampness inside, so I don't want that to get moldy or anything. So you just let it air out, crack the windows a little bit, and leave the mats in the back, and it seems to do the job perfectly. But as you can see, carpets are all shampooed and looking great again. Door panel's perfect. Carpets are all good. Console's all good. And the customer is going to be super happy with this one. Here's a before and after of that door. And just want to say thank you again, guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. please subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to comment so that you can be entered for that $100 giveaway.